How's it going, everyone? Tyson Gaming here, and welcome back to my Pokemon Platinum Extreme Randomized Nuzlock. Gonna be doing a little bit of a different episode this time, and that is mainly because last episode my team got completely destroyed, essentially. Yeah, Faulkner had a Lugia with Guillotine. It hit all 3 times. It hit against Giratina because Giratina had no guard, so it was guaranteed to hit. It hit against my Donphan. It hit against my Poliwrath, I should say. And I lost essentially half my team. So it was just a bad gym battle. I still managed to make it out thanks to my Feraligatr and Tauros and being absolute powerhouses. But now I have to essentially rebuild my team, and if you guys are unaware, we are right before we go to the Victory Road and then obviously the league itself. So not a lot of time to do it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do something that I did similarly to my Pokemon Heart Gold randomizer, because in that randomizer I didn't have the extreme randomizer part, but I still had randomized evolutions. And essentially what I did was cheat in some rare candies to fully evolve my Pokemon to see what all my options are. And long story short, that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, so today we're going to go through my entire box, level up all my Pokemon to evolve them as many times as they can to see what all my options are. And before people are going to say, well, Tyson, you're obviously just going to, once you're done with that, going to level up all your Pokemon to level 100 and just steamroll the rest of this game. And while I could do that, but at the same time, that would take the complete challenge out of it. So the chapter I'm placing on myself is going to be the middle of the pack of the Elite Four, which will be 55 or 56, depending on how I'm feeling at that time. Because pretty much the entirety of the Pokemon League's Pokemon, pretty much all their average levels are around 55 and 56, with the only trainer being, or I should say the only 2 trainers kind of being above that, is Lucius, the final Elite Four member, and then Cynthia herself. So 55, 56 will allow me to, you know, be on par with the league and still be in contention to be able to beat Cynthia, because the only Pokemon that I'm aware of that's above, like not in the 50s, is Lucius's Ace, which is level 60, and then Cynthia's Garchomp, which is 62. So 55, 56 will still allow me to be in contention and be able to beat them. Plus, I imagine when I actually go through the Elite Four itself, plus the Victory Road, I'll probably gain some levels there, so it'll all be fine. It'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Yeah, 55, 56 would be a good place to stop. Obviously, if they level up a little bit with all the battles within Victory Road and Elite Four, it'll just make my life a little bit easier when I go to battle Cynthia. Which again, I don't want to be anywhere near 60, unless, you know, obviously it happens naturally after that, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, yeah, today we're going to go through the entire box, evolve all the Pokemon who can, and then build my final team, and then get them all to level 55 or 56 with the XP candies. So, Tauros and Feraligatr, you guys are going to set this one out since you guys don't evolve. And then we're going to go from there, along with Vileplume as well, since you guys are kind of on the team for the long haul for the most part. So I do have to remember which Pokemon evolve via level up and what Pokemon do need evolutionary items. And I unfortunately don't have all the evolutionary items, so that kind of sucks. But we can at least start with my Carvanha, which I've tried to evolve before the 4th gym and never had a chance to because it never evolved. I can't do Clefairy because I don't have the Moonstone. I can do Stunky, who should be pretty close. Now we'll do Sentret since it's right on the cusp. And I don't think I can do Skitty because I'm pretty sure Skitty is either Moonstone or Friendship, so I can't do that. Yeah, in all actuality, I don't really have a lot of Pokemon that I can actually evolve with just pure level up. Because Sunkern needs, I believe it's either a Sunstone or a Leafstone. Love this doesn't evolve. Mawile doesn't evolve. Skitty is either Friendship or Moonstone, and while I'm doing all the other Pokemon, I'll look that up. Carvanha doesn't evolve. Gastrodon doesn't evolve. Shuckle is Shuckle. Clefairy needs a Moonstone, which I know I don't have. Growlithe needs a Firestone, which I don't think I have. And why not? I'm pretty sure it's level, so I can do that. So yeah, these would be the only Pokemon that I can do for now. So we'll get started on doing that and go from there. If you guys are excited to watch all of these randomized evolutions, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I am trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of March, and your subscription will be greatly appreciated. Plus, Thursday's episode will be the finale of this series. Yep, whatever happens on Thursday, I will be going for either an hour recording or however long it takes to go through the entire Victory Road and then going straight into the league, which is kind of why I'm capping myself at level 55 or 56 for all my Pokemon. Just so on Thursday's episode, all I have to do is boot up the game, start my recording, and just kind of try to get through the rest of the game. So first things first, we will do Carvanha. And common question of the day, pay attention to all the Pokemon I have and build your own teams out of it. Who would you guys go with? For me personally, obviously Feraligatr and Tauros, they are staying on the team no matter what. Vileplume might come onto the team because it's my, my choice pick Thunderbolter, but again, it'll all depend on what the rest of my Pokemon here. And I still do have 2 more encounters before the end of the game, so we'll see if they make it onto the team as well. But at least for the time being, this will probably be what my final team will look like. It'll be Tauros and Feraligatr plus any of my other randomized evolution Pokemon we get here today. But yeah, take a peek at all the Pokemon I have, take a peek at all the randomized evolutions that are about to happen, and build your own team. See if it matches up with mine, or if you think if you have a better combination, I might use it for the finale. So let me know in the comments down below, and we will start with good old Carvanha. I do kind of wish that I will take, I'll definitely take Trilpec. I do wish that the update that Black and White 2 had with all like your medical items, you can just continuously use them without having to go back to the bag. So this will definitely take a little bit. So what I'll do is future editing me. I know you'll have your work cut out for you this time, but and essentially just speed up footage between all the evolutions if you could. Alright, Carvanha is evolving finally. Ooh, it's a Rhyperior. You know, I kind of wish I had this. I kind of wish I had this through the game, and I tried to evolve him earlier, but I just got impatient. But hey, I'll definitely take the Rhyperior. I mean, it's a great physical attacker who will supposedly not have his quad weakness anymore. So this could be a very good contender for the final team, because Rhyperior, super bulky, super hard hitting, so this could be really good. He's still just pure flying. Okay, his typing didn't randomize, which anticipation, okay, lets me know their strongest moves, which is actually pretty decent. Because if I can send Rhyperior in, it'll tell me one of the opponent's moves. It'll give me an idea for its typing, especially if it's Pokemon I haven't seen before or if I forgot its typing. Plus, I just got Trilpec, so yeah, that's actually a really solid option. I think I might pull, but then again, I already have a flying type with Feraligatr. We'll worry about it when we get that far. Let's do Croagunk next. Oops. Forgot I wasn't in the your candy screen. Let's see what we got here. If I remember correctly, Stunky and Croagunk are also pretty close to evolution, so again, this shouldn't take too long. I guess I'm pretty sure. I think it's 37 for Croagunk. That or I'm misremembering, because I've never really have used Croagunk before. Rest, no, I'm not going to learn it, because I don't have a Chesto Berry. Okay, it is 37 for Croagunk. I was remembering correctly. And it's a Dugong. Okay. You know, I was kind of hoping for, Pokemon to just continuously evolve as I get closer to 55, not just, go immediately to Pokemon that can no longer evolve. Rock Wrecker. Okay, so Dugong is a Rock-type Pokemon. It's Rock and Fighting. You know what I find it hilarious? That Dugong's learning Rock Wrecker, and the Pokemon we just evolved earlier was a Rhyperior. That's quite funny. Okay, so Fighting and Psychic. An interesting type combination, but mainly for the fact that it is a Dugong, I don't think I'll be bringing it. Don't look at me wrong, I like Dugong, but it's definitely not, you know, the best Pokemon in the world. Alright, Stunky, you're up next. And why are all my Pokemon evolving to Pokemon right away that can't evolve anymore? Like, when I sat down to record this, I was really hoping that they would just be continuously evolving. Let me see all the possible options I could get. But now we have a Cherim. I mean, Cherim is... I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The best Pokemon we've got so far is definitely Rhyperior. Normal Ghost. Okay, wait, hold on. It's a Hisuian Zoroark. So it only has one weakness, being Dark. That's actually really good. Storm Drain. It has a water immunity. Okay, and it has spikes, so I can set that up. Okay, you know, based purely on having an immunity to water, plus only having one weakness, I think I might bring Cherim. That's actually a pretty solid typing. Yeah, it's normal Ghost, so it's essentially a Hisuian Zoroark. Which is insane to me that I now have a one weakness Pokemon. That's actually really cool. That's really good, actually. I just wish, you know, it was on a slightly better Pokemon. Alright, Sensor, what do you got for me? Barboach. Okay, that's fine. This is fine because Barboach will evolve again. This is kind of what I was hoping for when I first started this series. Like, I love doing randomized evolutions, mainly because of the, you know, chaos it can have. Because obviously, the Barboach will have Sentry's moveset, not its own. And plus, this is what I kind of wanted, is to see Pokemon continuously evolve, see what they'll go to, and to see the absolute chaos of jumbled movesets. Because now, Barboach's learn set, if I continue to have it, would be different than what Sentret would have had, so... It would have just been pretty cool to see just the complete and utter chaos. Power Whip. Okay, so Barboach is a grass type. Okay, it's pure grass. It has Needle Arm already, so that's kind of good. I will do Fury Cutter. I'll keep Heal Order on Barboach's future evolution, just to kind of see what it is, because Heal Order can be good. It's a free recovery option. Alright, it's a future editing me, if you could please. Thank you. Evolving, nice. And it goes straight. And it goes into a Venonat. Which is okay, because Venonat will evolve via level up. So this is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. It all depends on where Venonat ends up at. If it evolves into, you know, Pokemon that can no longer evolve, or if it'll get to 55 or 56 before it does so. Which I think Venonat should evolve again right away here. Yep, alright, cool. So no more need for speed up, so that's awesome. And it goes into a Zigzagoon. Yeah, this is what I was wanting for the entire series, is just get that one Pokemon that'll constantly evolve every single level. This is what I really wanted, and I never had the chance to do so with, either in this series or in my Pokemon Heart Gold randomizer when I had randomized evolutions too. Like, pretty much every Pokemon I had either immediately went to a final evolution or just didn't evolve at all. Because despite this being an extreme randomizer, the evolutions didn't really play a fact, and now it goes to a Zubat, which will evolve immediately again. Oh, I'm loving this. This is fun. I'm loving this. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite videos, or not videos, this is my favorite episode of the series so far, where I can finally just kind of, you know, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the chaos that's happening in front of me here. Aqua Tail. Okay, so Zubat is a water type. I will bring that instead of Power Whip. And this is what I was kind of meaning with all, like, the randomized movesets. Because every Pokemon that my Sentret evolved into had their own learn sets. And obviously Zubat's the first one actually, you know, learning something new. So it'll just be a completely congested, randomized moveset when it's finally done, and that's what I've been wanting. Just the absolute chaos that this brings to this Pokemon, whatever it ends up at. Which will evolve again. Let's see what we got here. It goes into an Espeon. Okay, and this is where it'll stop, because obviously Espeon cannot evolve anymore. This is a very solid Pokemon. Unfortunately, all it has is physical attacks, and Espeon is a special attacker, so as long as its typing is good, Espeon could probably come onto the final team, because Espeon is a very solid Pokemon. Alright, we got from you, Espeon. You are a pure normal type. Okay. And Chlorophyll. Okay, so I mean, I do have growth, so it all depends on if I can get... Wait, is growth just pure special attack in this generation? Okay, yeah, because I know in future generations, growth does both special and physical attack. Okay, I mean, having a pure normal type isn't terrible. You give me immunity to ghost. I'll have a pretty decent moveset. I just need to get some special attacks on it, which hopefully it can learn TM Flamethrower that's in this game, because I just gotta go back to the Veilstone department store to get that. Alright, next up is Baltoy. I'm leaving Spyro for last, because since it's a Dragonair, it won't evolve until the level cap. And that one I'll definitely need to speed up for. But Baltoy should be... I don't know actually when Baltoy evolves. Baltoy is level up, right? Oh, it is level up. Okay, I was just about to look it up to see how long I would be here. Alright, Baltoy goes to Sudowoodo. Okay. So this one's not as chaotic as the Sentret, but I mean, Sudowoodo, another pretty solid Pokemon. And again, it's not, you know, the best thing in the world, but it's just solid. And it all depends on what typing it has and ability. Like, if it's a fighting type with huge power, that'd be fantastic. It's ground and normal, so another immunity to ghost. Ghost types, I do not fear ghost types in this run, because I have 3 of them now, which is fantastic. Multi-change, so he has Arceus' ability, which... from what we've learned, it does actually work on other Pokemon. But unfortunately, I don't have any plates, so I can't take advantage of it. So, Sudowoodo, not the best thing in the world. I mean, it could be worse, could be better. Alright, now, future editing me, this is where you're definitely going to have to speed up, because if I remember correctly, Dragonair does not evolve until, what, level 55, 57? Let me look it up real quick. 55, so it'll be right at the level cap, so... Whatever Dragonair evolves into, it will be until obviously I can beat the league, which I can't do because I can't get that far, and when I get to the league, that's kind of it for me. So, Dragonair, please evolve into a level 55 box art legendary. That'd be the best thing ever. But until then, future editing me, if you could please again. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I forgot for the randomizer, that's right. I forgot that was an option. So, okay, so it doesn't really matter because he's evolving to a final stage evolution right away. But I completely forgot that my randomizer has an option that forces Pokemon to fully evolve around level 40. Mainly so I'm not waiting till like the end of the game to get like, you know, like pseudo legendaries or anything along those lines. I forgot I put that on with this because I usually only use it for Black and White too because of all their late evolutions, but I completely forgot I had it here. So alright, Spyro goes into a Stormy. Okay. I was expecting to have to go all the way to 55, but thankfully I did put that on. Alright, Starmie, you are a pure psychic type with immunity, which ain't the greatest. And I don't have any psychic type moves to give you, so that kind of sucks. Now, I only have one other Pokemon to evolve, and then I have to check my bag to see if I have any evolutionary items. Actually, no, wait, let me actually look up when Wynot, how Skitty, and then when Wynot evolves, because I know the rest of these Pokemon can't evolve unless I have an evolutionary item. When does... Level 15. Okay, so why not? It's right there to evolve, so I can do that right away. We'll put Dugong in here. You're definitely not coming on the final team. And then let me check Skitty. Is Skitty Friendship or Moonstone? I'm pretty sure it's Moonstone. It is Moonstone. Okay. And then, yep, so which I'll have to check to see if I have that. If I do, that'd be fantastic. And then Sunkern, what do you evolve? Alright, and then it is Sunstone. Okay, so at least for the time being, my Wynot's the only Pokemon I have left that can evolve via level up. So once I do that, I will check my bag of tricks to see if I have any other evolutionary items. And if I do, that's great. If not, I will build my team and then level them all up. And it's a Seal. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because it'll evolve again right away. It's kind of funny that I have both Seal and a Dugong now in a randomizer. That's fantastic. Okay. But yeah, I'll give it one more rare candy, because then it will evolve right away. Alright, Seal, you go to... Porygon Z. Okay. Okay, this and Rhyperior have been the best Pokemon we've gotten so far. But again, it all depends on the typing and the ability. If this thing has a special attacking typing, so like, you know, like water, electric, fire, anything along those lines, then he's good. Beat up. Oh god, is Beat up fighting or dark? If he's dark, then he might be okay, but let's see here once. He's ground electric. And because of his randomized movesets from being a Wynot, because Wynot for whatever reason had this godlike moveset, he's already all set to rock and roll. He has Flamethrower and Spatial Rend, plus he has ground and electric. So he's essentially a Stunfisk. That's actually really good. Okay. If that's the case, then I need to decide what's better. My Rock and Electric What am I saying? Of course, it's my Porygon Z. Porygon Z is a much better Pokemon than Vileplume, despite you know people loving Vileplume. But anyways, let me go through my regular items to see if I have any evolutionary stones. I know I have the Electrolyzer, but I can't use it because I don't have Electabuzz. I do have a Thunderstone, but that doesn't work because I need. Let's see, I need Moon, Fire, or Sunstone to keep going with my evolutions. And I don't think I have any of them. I have a Dawnstone and a Leaf Stone, but yeah, none of those are going to work. Skull Fossil, I can go revive that. I have a Shiny Stone. So I have several other evolutionary stones, none of which will work for me, but I do have a Skull Fossil I can go revive real quick too. Because I can't remember, it was the Skull Fossil, was my Skull Fossil, was that Donphan? I'm pretty sure it was Donphan that came out of the Skull Fossil. Which, I mean, Donphan was decently solid as a Pokemon, but we'll have to see once what it comes out of it. Yeah, because that'll be my last Pokemon that I'll get for this episode. And I forgot to grab... Oh wait, I can just teach Fly to Rhyperior real quick here. Volt Tackle, Magnitude. Yeah, I have decent TMs to teach my new Pokemon, but I just need better ones, essentially. Yeah, we'll do a Focus Punch, since the Focus Punch will probably never go off. Alright, so let me go revive that last fossil, and then we'll head to the Orberg Pokemon Center and essentially build the final team. Then off camera, I will use my remaining rare candies to level up all the rest of my Pokemon, get my normal items back into the bag, get rid of the rare candies, and go from there for the rest of the series on Thursday. We're in the wrong building. I'm autopiloting too hard. Yep. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that this is just Donphan, which if it is, I might bring Donphan back onto the team, but it all depends. Please be a new Pokemon. Okay, it is just another Donphan. Okay, it is just another Donphan, so at least I have another new Donphan, with considering I just lost my other one to Voltner. So now comes the big part of building my final team. With the exceptions of the potential 2 last encounters, the route before, the Victory Road, and then Victory Road itself. Wait, no, there's 3 because the pool area at the Victory Road Pokemon Center is considered the Pokemon League, so that will be 3 encounters. But for the most part, this will most likely be my final team. So, let's see here. Let me get all of these guys over here. Yes, I want to continue. Yeah, so definitely Feraligatr and Tauros are definitely coming onto the team since they've been with me the longest now, and they've definitely earned their spots. The rest of these will be like up in the air as maybes. Okay, all the Pokemon on the bottom here, and let me grab Gastrodon here since he'll kind of be in contention as well, because Gastrodon is just an overall solid Pokemon. Okay, so for what I have here, all the Pokemon on the bottom of box 1 here will be in contention to come onto the team with Feraligatr and Tauros. So let me kind of go through them all real quick to kind of see what I have. So we have an Ice and Ground type Gastrodon. Moveset's not the best, but again, that could change as he levels up with the rare candies. Then I have a normal type Espeon, who's kind of decent. Ghost and normal Cherim. Okay, that's definitely solid. Okay. Definitely solid. Has 2 immunities with normal and then Storm Drain. Sudowoodo, ground normal, multi-type. Okay, I think Sudowoodo. I do like Sudowoodo, but I don't think, especially with its typing, I don't think it's going to be in contention. I'm going to put you up there. Rhyperior, you're pure flying. You're super bulky. You have anticipation, which will allow me to see what one of the most dangerous moves my opponent will know, and then it'll allow me to see what typing they are, which can definitely be really solid. The only issue is I already have a flying type with Feraligatr, who again is coming onto the team. And by now, all Feraligatr's moves are flying types, so it doesn't really pay to have another one. But at the same time, again, I spent the first half of this series with nothing but flying types, essentially, so yeah, plus Rhyperior, I'm pretty sure when he gets fully leveled up, will have a higher attack stat than Feraligatr. Yeah, like there's 20 level difference between the two, and Rhyperior is not too far behind in terms of attack stats, so I think I will bring on Rhyperior, especially since Rhyperior can hit harder, plus is bulkier, plus it just has the the anticipation ability, so it will allow me to just see one of the moves that the opponent has and be able to determine what typing they are, so if Repair can handle them, or I can send in a proper thing. Now, Donphan, which still has Cross Poison and Sludge, and U-Turn, which I'm pretty sure you have the same ability as the other one. Where did my other Donphan go? Oh, I put him over here for some reason. Yeah, so they'd be the exact same, essentially, so... I mean, my Donphan did do pretty decent work, but I'll put him in the center here to put him on like the maybe pile. I'll put him in the maybe pile. All right, now I'm gonna put Porygon Z here next to Vileplume because these are the two I have to really think about here between who I want more, because Vileplume is Rock Electric versus Ground Electric, but comparing their stats... Oh, Serene... Oh, I did not know that Porygon Z had Serene Grace, which will boost up the secondary effect. So I'm more likely to get burned with like Flamethrower or Sacred Fire, but Sacred Fire is physical, right? Yeah. So if I can get this thing Thunderbolt, it's much more... It's a higher likelihood of the paralyzation from Thunderbolt from appearing, plus Flamethrower. Yeah, the only thing that... Okay, so... Yeah, so they're pretty much the same thing, but the biggest difference is one, Vileplume already has Thunderbolt, it learned it naturally. I don't think Thunderbolt's a TM at the department store, so I can't get it that way. This is a tough one. Because at this point, it's essentially, what do I prefer more? Bulk or offense? I mean, in terms of special attacking stat, they are kind of similar, but at the same time, Porygon Z is 8 levels below Vileplume. But at the same time, if I do go with Porygon Z, I no longer have to worry about the quad weakness to ground, since it'll just be just normally weak to it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Porygon Z instead of Vileplume. It's just a smarter decision because, again, Vileplume, we all love it, but Porygon Z is just the much superior Pokemon to it. Now, Starmie, you are pure Psychic, immunity, which prevents you getting poison, that's fantastic. But you don't have any special attacking moves outside of Doom Desire, and yeah. So, it's not bad, but we'll have to see once. What TMs do I have? Because I have 2 more spots to do. Hyper Voice, which I could give the Porygon Z to give another special attacking move, you know, granted that he learns it. Could give Porygon Z Giga Drain. Let me head over to the Veilstone department store to see what other TMs I can buy, because the only one that I can really remember over there is Flamethrower. Decisions. Just gotta hope that we got a good TM in here. I think it's the 3rd floor where the TMs are. It's either 3rd or 5th. Okay, yeah, it is 3rd. Very cool. Alright, what do you got for me here? Magical Leaf, Solar Beam, Mirror Shot, Flamethrower. Okay, so I do have some pretty solid options. I'll buy a Mirror Shot since that's a pretty decent special Steel type move. It's not as strong as Flash Cannon, but it'll at least be different. I mean, not different, not powerful at least. Buy a couple Flamethrowers. Buy a Growth in case I can teach that to Porygon Z as well, help them set up. But nothing, no Psychic type moves, or Ice, or Ground. Mirror Coat, and then another Hyper Voice. So, yeah, my TMs I can buy aren't the greatest. Yeah, not the greatest TMs in the world. I do still have 3 encounters that I can get. And I'm probably gonna save them for next episode just so I can, you know, get through Victory Road, do my final preparations, and then hit the league in the next episode, do all of that. So if that's the case, then for at least the time being, I will bring Cherrim onto the team. Again, Cherrim, not the best Pokemon in the world, but at least has only 1 weakness and 1 immunity, so it's pretty decent. Plus it has Spikes, which might help against the final battle with Cynthia. Then, yeah, I don't want Espeon, so Espeon, unfortunately, you are now a no. Gastrodon is looking very tempting, because again, Gastrodon is one of those Pokemon where it's just super solid. Ground and Ice, so I'm immune to Electric, weak to Water, Grass. I do still have quite a few abilities, but essentially this is a more bulky and annoying version of Mamoswine. And Mamoswine is a pretty solid Pokemon. But again, it all depends on what moves I can get it, because at least at the time being, I can't teach it like Earth Power, I can't teach it Ice Beam. So, usability-wise, not the greatest. I mean, it's at least a bit more usable than Starmie right now, because I don't have any Psychic-type moves to teach it. But I think I will bring on Gastrodon for now, at least. Yeah, just so I have a bulky support Pokemon if need be, which is Gastrodon's main role. Yeah, because he just trades in his usual water typing for ice, so he's kind of doing the same thing at least. But, well, yeah, I mean, at least now he's not quad weak to grass anymore, so that's a buff for him, essentially. And now his usual ice beam that he gets is now stab, so all in all, it's not a terrible team. It does kind of suck I don't have any of my legendaries anymore, because obviously I've had Uxie as my starter, and then I just lost my Giratina. But yeah, this is probably what my team's gonna look like during the last episode and going into the league. You know, granted, if I don't get any legendaries or any pseudo legendaries in the last few encounters that I can get. But yeah, this will probably be it. Yeah, this will be it. So, all right, yeah, this will be my this is it. I'm trying to convince myself more that this is the best thing I can do, because the rest of my Pokemon I can't really evolve anymore, so I don't have any other options in there. Starmie, while it's good, won't have Stab at all, and the only special attacking move it has right now is Doom Desire. So, yeah, I mean, what I have right now is incredibly solid and good. The only thing that I will do is quickly give Porygon Z the choice spec, since that's its usual item, and kind of go from there. Alrighty, cool. That'll be all it for me today. In between episodes, I will get all these guys leveled up. Then I'll also return my usual healing items, so all my hyper potions and all that fun stuff. I'll get all those back. I think for the rest of the series, I probably will hang on to the rare candies just in case I need them for the league. And what I mean by that is, if I get an encounter in Victory Road or anything around there that I like and want to bring it, I can just level it up right away. So yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a while since I've been able to do this, just, you know, kind of sit back, relax, watch some randomized evolutions take place, and just watch the absolute chaos they create. It's been a while and it felt good. So next episode will be the finale. No matter what happens next episode, I will be going all the way to the league, doing all that fun stuff. If I win or lose there, it'll happen all next episode. So yeah, hope you guys stay tuned for that. And of course, in the comments down below, out of all the Pokemon that I have access to, let me know what you guys would have made for your teams. Let me just give you one quick last look at everything, just so you guys can kind of see. Here's all the Pokemon that are currently alive. Here's all the party Pokemon that I currently have selected. Let me know what you guys would have built. Would you guys build something differently? But again, it could be different if I had, the proper evolutionary stones for like, Sunkern, Growlithe, and Clefairy, but that's neither here nor there. But with that all said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all Thursday for the finale. Peace.